This little old school style desk is going to get a makeover. This is going to be twice as nice. Two different uses for this outdated piece. And it's perfect for the Twice as Nice Unique Antique Challenge hosted by myself and Levon over at Statement Design. First things first is we need to do some repairs on this. I'm using a syringe and some of my favorite wood glue, Gorilla brand, and I am squeezing a good amount of glue inside that big old crack right there. I definitely don't want any future breakage on this. This is a pretty severe crack, so I'm making sure I glue it really well. I wrapped it up nice and tight with a bungee cord, and then I took some plastic wood filler and filled in some other cracks and random holes. Then I am going to give it a good scuff sand with an 80 grit sandpaper and clean it afterwards. I'm painting the whole entire piece in the color called Sawmill Gravy by Dixie Belle. This paint has excellent coverage, so one and about 1.5 coats was all that was really needed to cover the desk completely. One of my very best customers will be purchasing this piece, and she loves fairies. So I'm going to go fairy core aesthetic on this little desk slash nightstand. I'm using Mod Podge and I'm watering down, and I'm going to apply my Mod Podge and I'm going to mist my paper and work in sections to apply this decoupage tissue paper. I purchased this on Zazzle.com. I like to use some sort of plastic, such as a crumpled up ball of saran wrap, to help smooth over any wrinkles that I might have. When my Mod Podge is completely dry, and it's very important to wait for it to dry completely or else your paper most certainly will tear, I am going to take a piece of sandpaper and sand around the edges to remove any of the excess decoupage paper. I'm going to be using some Das air dry clay to make some molds. I'm dusting my molds with some cornstarch, and this is the first time I've ever done this, and it is a game changer. It makes your molds pop out so much more easier. I highly recommend trying this if you have not yet. Filling my mold with that Das air dry clay, and I like to keep my clay wet when I apply it. Just makes it a little bit easier to bend around the curved surfaces. I'm applying my mold with some E6000 glue and a toothpick, and I'm using some blue painter's tape to help hold the mold in place while the glue dries. Be sure to check out the playlist of all the participants of this challenge. I will have it linked down below in the description as well as on the end screen. And you could always click that hashtag unique antique challenge, and it will take you to a library full of all of the past challenges and all the amazing artists who have joined. Here's a quick view of all of the molds in place, and I needed to do some touch-up work on my decoupage paper because there were some blemishes. So I just used some various chalk paints to go over top of those blemishes and blend them into the paper. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's the quality of the paper, but sometimes ink is removed very easily with just some rubbing, as was the case with this paper. And in case you didn't catch it before, I did purchase this paper on Zazzle.com. Using Varathane triple thick polyurethane, I applied 2 coats. I wanted to make sure that this was nice and protected because it will be used as an end table, and I wanted a really good durable finish. On the molds on the table legs, I did a very light dry brush with just some black Waverly brand chalk paint in the color called ink. I'm using a very, very small amount of paint on my paintbrush and then lightly brushing over the surface just to make all of those little details on the molds pop. One good thing about using paint, if you ever add a little bit too much, you can just use a wet or damp washcloth or rag and just kind of erase some of the areas that you may have over applied your paint. I'm also going to add some dry brushing to the paint all over the piece as well to make it look a little bit more aged and more vintagey. I'm trying out this Jolie wax. I've never tried this product before. I'm just putting a small amount on my paintbrush and I'm applying it with my brush in kind of like a swirling motion, trying to get it down into the crevices of those molds and those flowers. And then once I'm finished with this, I just wipe off the excess with a soft cloth. I wanted to clean up the inside a little bit and make it look a little bit more fresh. And I'm using some Howard's Feed and Wax to do that. I'm just using a paper towel and buffing that into the wood to rejuvenate it. And then that's pretty much it. Let's have a quick look at the before we check out the final reveal. I hope y'all enjoyed this video and you feel inspired. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to check out the playlist. It will be linked below as well as on the end screen. Make sure to check out my co-host's channel, Levon, over at Statement Design. And if you love content like this, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you will be alerted when I post future content. And if you are looking for something to do on a Wednesday night, I host a live podcast along with my Flippin' Bunch gals over on our channel, the Flippin' Bunch. So if you're looking for some fun and lots of tips as well as special guests, be sure to head on over there and check us out every single Wednesday live 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks again, you guys. See you later. Bye.